you need another reason. So we do have Reinhardt, we have a solid healer, and we have some DPS, yada yada. So to start off here, this Mercy really should have died. She was literally. But Arena saves her after I miss. And if you look here, the typical Genji in every match always has to be playing the game. And Monkey deciding to focus me, not the best choice for this Monkey. But I do die due to Ball and Tracer focusing me. But that's okay, we got this. We totally have this. It's an easy game, easy in the bag. Ball feeding as usual, nobody else is with him. So thanks Ball, appreciate the extra charge. And if you look here, you'll see the typical Genji blade being hooked as well as charged. And just a bug being squished. This Genji being baited and Ball getting knocked into a corner. I did make him blow his load with my whole hog. Sometimes it has that effect on people. And Mercy just overextending. All in all, a good push so far. Not too sure what this diva is doing here. She's kind of feeding. And I think Ball decides to join here as well. If you look here, you'll notice this Mercy nope the fuck out almost instantly when she enters. Realized it was a mistake, it turns around. And if you notice for a brief second here, they have 3 healers. It's something else. Genji just dancing with death there. And I really thought our support were going to help out. I was being a little toxic and spreading the salt, which I do need to work on. But that's okay. We're just gonna get right back into it. Alright, I'm not too sure what happened to him here, but he is dead AF. I noticed the diva and other plays. I'm not too sure if this Genji is salty, but he really does decide to go for me. But he does get my Ana in the process. Their Ana did use sleep, and it's about time to punish her for that. Come here, Ana. How you doing? And this Genji just doing Genji things. I just don't think Genji's the right play here. And Ball, I don't know. That was an ambitious hook by me. Another ambitious hook. It just scares them off. Not really. It's scary when they think you have a hook, but still. Yeah, the trainer does get hooked here, but I already get the fire, I guess. I only pull the trigger, or melee. And I really winged that. She should have died there. And I think I punished pretty hard for that one. Yeah, I do get punished for that. But that's okay. That's alright. We're still holding this point. And I do have a whole hog here, so I'm ready to the Ball solo again. Yeah, it looks like our Ryan's ready with that shatter. Ball feeding as usual, and here's his whole hog. My hogs have not been the best though. That Genji definitely, like, the Genji hasn't done a ton, but he definitely did something that time. He got 3 people slash. Not too sure what our Kree was doing. Ulting there instead of further. But I definitely feed this point and get really distracted when I should have been going to point here. Instead, I decide to not push, which was a mistake. Yeah, definitely throwing right there. That's what I would say that is. Not much else to it. I think about swapping to McCree for a brief second, but Roadhog has definitely been working really well, and besides Hannah, they don't have a lot to punish it. This Zarya does get a lot of good bubbles that save her teammates a lot. So, without a front line here, I'm not too worried about pushing and going for easy hooks. And I want Zarya there because she did bubble. And since I am zoned off, I just decide, hey, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for the back line. And if you look closely here, I do get both tanks, but holy shit, am I at 23 HP for literally like 10 seconds. I don't know how I lived there. The ball just had to tickle me a little bit and I would have fallen over. And yeah, that's called giving them 300 HP. And I'll charge. And another blade. It does get a large majority of our backline. And like I said, the Zarya saved the trade through win, which was pretty big. But if you look, our Darb is popping off. He's them shots. And they have maybe 2 fights left. And this kid just moved into a corner to get zoned off. And this ball goes in this corner. And I really should have died, but my team definitely kept me alive there. This pours in. This is their last push here. This is, like I said, I really need to work on my whole hog. That's almost the definition of throwing, is pushing everyone outside of the giant blue wall of 100% damage increase taken. And this Genji lives because of a little bit of mercy healing, but decides to get too close to me and gets punished. I decide to ignore the ball and kill anyone else running to point, like this soldier. Because that, yeah, they can take care of the ball. I just don't want anyone else to touch. And that's how round 1 goes. It was honestly pretty clean, And I think round 2 goes even better. So again, I choose Roadhog because Roadhog worked really well in the first round. And they don't seem to have the idea of trying to counter Roadhog. I'm not too sure why. So they kind of let me just look around and do what I want. This ball is the literal definition of feeding. Like when you go, oh, what's Paul doing? He's just throwing life away. He's literally going, here's 600 HP. Enjoy. They do have an Orisa who is, this is just really weak right now. And if you look at this McCree, he was hooked ages ago. How did that flashbang go off? I don't get it. Whatever. That go to side. No, bad mercy. Don't you try rezzing anybody. I'm watching you. And this Orisa, instead of deciding to shield on point, she just, I don't know, runs away and dies. I think that was the Diva player. Which, yeah. And at this point, I'm just looking for an early pick. I noticed the ball go right, so I'm like, oh, I'll go there. Then I get the giant idea. I'm gonna throw these, my typical useless hooks around corners that gets no one. But I'm telling you, when they do Yeah, no, usually they just miss like this, just nobody. Another bump that saved that man's life. He really should have died. Yeah, no, not a lot going on that's useful here. I think I even get worse. I think we blizzard and I push literally everyone outside of it. Which, here's the blizzard. And here's me pushing everyone out of the blizzard. Yeah, not my supposed move. That McCree literally was just unlucky. I was totally going for mercy there. Poor mercy. But honestly, this is just kind of a one-sided fight. They can't seem to put any damage down range to value. Everything either gets healed up or just isn't any damage. And this Moira literally should have died. Like, she should have died there. But I got the million CCs and I died. But we got point. Like, don't even ask. I don't know what's going on there. My team just decided to die. There's nothing else to it. We're saved by another bubble. Like, those bubbles are honestly being a pretty big nuisance. Hey, nice catch, Ryan. Oh man, Ryan is getting bullied. It's a big fucking welcome. Little bit of a too much of an ult, but that's okay. If you look, they finally got a Reaper counter. Reaper's not the greatest to counter Roadhog, honestly, but hey, at least they're trying now. It's a little bit late to be trying, but yeah. And there's the Reaper. Hey Reaper, how you doing? Fine. And I just try to push him off while we put the point in. And McCree tries to touch, which, I don't know, like, maybe if he would have tried to stay alive, he could have won there, but he didn't, and he died. And that's how it goes. I do get called a hacker here, thing. I was soft aiming, but, yeah, not too sure about that one. Y'all have a great day, and, I'll see you guys next